Hello, this is Michael with Field Tech Academy. If you are an experienced cabling tech and you're wanting to get into IT contracting, I wanted to go over the types of jobs you might see on platforms like Field Nation or Work Market or CloudWork Pro. In my previous two videos, I covered the first two tiers of skill sets required to work in this industry. That covered things like computer hardware, point of sale, deinstallation tickets, assistant and helper tickets, and then the second tier was network hardware, rack and stack, smart hands, things like that. The third skill set tier, in my opinion, is low voltage cabling. That's going to require a little bit more of a skill set and a lot more tools than the first two tiers that I talked about. There is a constant flow of tickets available on these platforms and direct clients for a lot of different types of cabling. Now, to me, pulling a cable is pulling a cable. If you know how to get a cable from point A to point B, that's the biggest part of this skill set. Having the tools to do that, to be able to drill through different types of material and get through walls and do wall fishes and be able to fish cables through different kinds of ceilings, from drop tile to hard ceilings and different things like that. So if you're a new technician trying to get into this industry, bear in mind that this is going to take the most amount of skill, in my opinion, and the most amount of tools. This is probably not something for an entry-level guy. But if you want to learn about it, then let's talk about it. The main category of tickets that I see deal with low voltage cabling for phone, and that can be old school phone and VoIP phones, networking, and audio video. When you see tickets for anything related to phone or telephony, you want to figure out, is it old school phone like POTS, dial tone, or digital phone systems, or is it more modern phones like voice over IP phones, which are really just network-based phones, so it's just network cabling. You just want to make sure you're not picking up a ticket for an old school POTS line, you have no clue how to deal with it. Networking is probably the simplest form of cabling. You've got all the different CAT terms of Cat 5, Cat 6, Cat 7, whatever CAT they have at the time you've been watching this video. You'll have to understand how to terminate to a patch panel, have to understand how to do a wall fish, how to do a wall plate, how to manage your cables, how to tone and trace the cable, how to troubleshoot cables. That means having a punch down tool, knowing how to do tone and trace, having a tone and trace set, having fish tape so you can go through conduit, understanding what a circuit extension is. Then when it comes to audio video, that is another skill set that a lot of people may or may not have. A lot of speakers are ran with daisy chain and not direct home runs, but there are some that are home runs. When you're putting speakers in, a lot of times you're going to have to cut ceiling tiles to fit the mounting brackets for the speakers. You're going to have to understand how Phoenix plugs work. You'll have to understand how to install an amplifier, and then you're going to have to deal with the voltages and what tap settings to set on the speakers. So if you have not done audio video, that's probably a fourth tier of difficulty. And then there's simpler sides like plugging in media players, which just plugs into a network cable. And then there's conference room equipment. That includes installing the cameras for conference calls and the screens on the wall, maybe even speakers in that conference room. And then there's even fiber running, which is a whole nother skill set. That would require the tools and the supplies to repair the fiber and do all of that, and that's pretty expensive. So that's really not something for an entry-level person as well. Cabling is a little more dirty and difficult job, and usually it pays a little bit better as well. If you're just getting started in this industry and you're curious what doing IT contracting might look like, on my YouTube channel I have a playlist that is called Service Call Examples. Go into that and you can watch some of the tickets that I've done. You can get an idea of what it really looks like to be on one of these jobs. Hopefully this gives you some confidence to get out there and start bidding on jobs and taking them and getting out there and making some money in this field. If you got value today from what I shared, please smash that like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel so that I can continue to grow and provide material like this. As always, let's get you out in the field making money. I'll see you in the next video.